Hey guys, it's Adam, and I wanted to show you guys now that I actually have an African Violet collection. As of yesterday, it is now officially a collection. I went from having one mature African Violet to having five. I bought four yesterday from my local nursery, who is a garden center called Frontier Garden Center, which I actually had heard of, but I'd never actually thought to go there, and I'm so glad I finally did because they carry Violet Barn African Violets, and they had some really nice ones. So along with my little Optimera Rhapsody African Violet, which I still haven't identified the exact variety, what the name of it is, but I know it's in the Rhapsody series, or at least I'm almost completely positive, and I know it's an Optimera. I also added 4 new violets to my collection. I added 1 miniature, 2 standards, and a trailer. So there's a couple things that I need to do with these African violets. One of them is figure out how to get these crowns to loosen up a little bit, because as you can see, the leaves in the middle of the crown right here, they're seriously overlapping right now, and they're kind of crisscrossing a little bit. I apologize for the buzzing. You can see they're really tight, and yeah, I can't even get my fingers in between these leaves because they are so tightly compact right now, and I've got to figure out how to fix that, but I'll do it later. I'm going to do some reading to try and figure out what I should do to fix it. But, yeah, I wanted to show you a couple things that you can prune off of an African Violet to improve its growth. One thing that you can do, and this is a trick to getting them to stay in constant bloom, is removing some of the spent flowers, and for that, I'm just going to take these ones with these kind of frayed ends, and where the petals here are just kind of starting to get a little bit crispy. If it's to the point where it's actually taking away from the overall appearance, I'll remove them. You don't have to remove the flower when it gets only to this point, because these guys honestly aren't that bad. I'm just being a little bit of a hover mom with these right now. But anyways, next step. So that's the one of them. There is one thing I'm not going to show you guys how to do in this video, just because I'm going to do it during repotting, is removing suckers. And if you can tell here, there's more than one crown on this African Violet. There's this crown. There's also little tiny crowns coming around the edges, and I'll have to take those off. Then I can actually grow my own some more African Violets out of that. But yeah, this one is called Alamo Explosion. Let's see here. And then the most common thing that you want to take off, and I'll show you with this one, Rob's Vanilla Trail, that you can do is remove some of these lower leaves once they start to kind of get, a little bit of a scar. Now, what you want to do is you want to get your finger as close to the end of the petiole or the leaf stem where it meets the main stem on the crown, and then you want to break it off nice and cleanly to prevent the stem rotting, the main stem rotting, because of that little nub that you leave on there. So in order to maintain the health of the plant, you kind of want to snap it right at the end so that there's nothing hanging off. So I'm going to do that with any leaves that kind of show blemishes on them. And there's one right here on my classic rock, which is my miniature. And I'm going to go ahead and snap that guy off. There. And these guys, I can actually still use. I can propagate them. I'm going to get these ready to propagate them. I've got one other plant that I think is going to need a leaf taken off of it, and that is my green rose. So I'm going to go ahead, just like the other one, I'm going to show you guys from another angle this time. You want to go ahead and just get it as close to the main stem as you can, and then just remove it like that. And this leaf can still be propagated as well. So I'll move those, and there you go. That's just kind of pruning my African violets a little bit to make them a little bit more tidy and neat. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.